Okay, good evening, everybody. This is Ron Pope, and I want to welcome you to the iGrowGlobal team training this evening. And with me tonight, I've got Justin Halliday. Mike Green, CEO of iGrow Network, may be joining us. I know he's extremely busy. I'll talk about some of the things tonight that corporate is working on. And we've got just a loaded call of information here for you tonight. A lot of really, really exciting things are coming forward, all kicking off next week. So you guys make sure you got your pens and paper out and you're ready to take some notes. This evening I'd like to just thank all the leaders here at iGrowGlobal, and I've added a few more onto the list that have not been on here before but have been working extremely hard in the background, such as Mel Worthington. She heads up a lot of the co-op for us, as well as Valerie and Rocco Teresi. So I want to thank all of them for their hard work in the background, as well as the rest of the leaders on this panel. And I had a wonderful trip last week to corporate. I went out there with Roy and Bud, and it was just amazing. It was very productive. We got to see a lot of what corporate was doing as far as the upcoming materials. I don't want to jump too far ahead of what I've got planned here for you, but it was really, really incredible. So if you were on last week, you heard some of our updates live from corporate, and I'm going to give you some more of them today. So some of the things that we were not able to discuss at that time, I will bring up because they are going to be kicking off next week. I want to take just a moment here, guys, and just take a moment and honor our veterans, my fellow brothers and sisters. I served personally in the U.S. Air Force, and my family has multiple generations of military veterans, and so if you're a veteran on the call here this evening, or you know one, would you just pat yourself on the back for serving our country and defending our rights and our freedom. So thank you so much for doing that, and I just wanted to make sure that we honored today as our national holiday. If you're in another country, today is the U.S. holiday, Veterans Day. So again, thank you to the veterans. Our agenda here tonight, we're going to talk about the team website updates, comp plan training, November 16th. I'm not going to say anything else about that date. If you're looking at your calendar right now, that is Monday. Okay, so November 16th, I'm going to come back later in the webinar. So do not leave the webinar this evening. Stay through to the end. We're going to talk about a lead blitz campaign. And I put number 5 on here, Q&A, if we have time. I'm going to address this right now. We are not going to have time for Q&A tonight. So if you have questions, I do have Justin on the call with me here. And Justin, if you want to unlock a couple of the other leaders to help you out with this. Guys, if you have questions, just put it in your chat box, and somebody will answer your questions during the call. Okay? Some questions we're able to answer right now. It just depends on what you're asking. Some things may have to wait until next week. So I'm going to give you as good of an overview as I can of what's coming next week, but some information is still undisclosed. Okay? So ask your questions, and we will get those handled for you. Let's talk about the team website here. I was going to bring Roy out on this because Roy is actually helping head this up. Arnie, he was heading it up, and we decided to change design teams, and Arnie has now moved over to working on some AR series, autoresponder series, that we are working with corporate on to be able to get more messages going out to the new associates when they sign up, maybe a message per day, giving tasks on what you guys should be doing, or your new prospects should be doing every single day. So we want to help start to get people plugged in and create some duplication on your team. So Arnie is heading that up. There's multiple different AR series that we're working on that we're going to submit to corporate and try and get integrated into the corporate AR series. So Arnie, thank you so much for heading that up. And then Roy and Jim, and I know that with Arnie on the AR. Roy is also helping on the editing. Bud's helping on the content. So we got a little team going on there. We've got some of the top leaders in our room that are submitting content for review to be included in those ARs as well. So it's quite a group team effort here going on. Now back to the website here. Roy and Jim are heading this up, and I want to thank you guys for doing that. It really took a lot of stress off of my back, and just trying to juggle and keep all these plates in the air has been quite incredible task to achieve. So having these leaders step up and help out the way that you guys are. You know, from my heart, thank you so much. It's helping me a tremendous amount, and everybody on this team is going to appreciate your guys' efforts. And guys, I gotta say, the results from what's happening here as far as the website and stuff is absolutely killer website theme. Roy and I went over it when we were up in Coeur d'Alene at corporate and picked out just an awesome theme. I mean, beyond even what we had originally thought when I talked about getting the team website done. So should be really incredible. They've been doing a great layout and flow for the site. We're still deciding on the team logo. We got several being considered right now. We're waiting on a couple more designs to be submitted, and then we will run those back through the leaders and get a final decision on that. We'll show you guys the team logo once it is complete. Should be done by next week, the logo. Now, layout, the flow of the website, it's amazing. I mean, I listed everything that I would love to see on there to support you guys, and Roy and Jim are doing just an incredible job of getting that fit in and getting the flow and making it easy for you guys to access the materials. It will be ongoing development. This was, I know, one thing that Roy definitely wanted to stress when him and I were talking about it. We're going to roll the site out, okay? And I don't have a launch date for that yet. I don't want to, put them under too much pressure because, like I say, they are handling multiple tasks, not just the website right now. But maybe a week, 2 weeks, something like that, to see a first design of it. And then it will, like I say here on number 5, it'll be ongoing development from that point forward, adding new content, messing around with, different the flow of this website and things like that. But I think it's coming out just really, really hot, and you guys should enjoy getting into the team website. It will be all password protected because I know, like, Justin has a lot of different training planned. I've got some training planned for you guys. I know that Roy wants to, do some personal development training and things like that back there. So a lot of the leaders are really going to be pouring their knowledge into you guys to help you as individuals become leaders. And that's really what, iGrowGlobal team is all about, is, leaders developing leaders globally. So anyways, that is the update on the website. I know that we were talking about, pulling down the current site and then putting one up about 24 hours later. And that has just blossomed into a really fun project here, guys, that I know you guys are all going to appreciate. Let's jump right into comp plan training here. Justin, if you want to interject as I go through this, I am trying to follow suit with corporate on our training calls and cut these back a little bit. We've been at like an hour, hour and a half on these calls. I'm trying to keep them between 30 and 45 minutes, but yet bring a lot of value that really soaks in. We go too long on these trainings, and I think the brain goes numb a little bit. So I just want to avoid that. So I am kind of running through these things a little bit quick here tonight. But comp plan training. Now, the reason I'm doing this is obviously we have the new comp plan. Okay, there is not a video out yet. We will talk about that in a moment. And matter of fact, I did talk to Mike. And it looks like the corporate is going to be obviously producing a comp plan video, but for our team, we'll have the corporate one, as well as I will start on a comp plan video with proper disclosure and some income examples, as I did on the last comp plan training video that I did. So I will do that again. No guarantees on if it's going to be done next week or not, but you will at least have the corporate comp plan video next week. So. Comp plan is very, very simple, guys, and I think that some people are making it too complicated. You have to take the old comp plan, wad it up like a piece of paper, and throw it in the trash. Just forget about the old comp plan, okay? And that way you can start with a fresh slate, because if you do that, you're going to realize this is so much simpler, so much easier to explain, okay? It's two components, 25% on referrals, 25% infinity bonuses. Now, there is going to be some things for, Founder 3000 members, and we'll talk about that in a second. But if you look right here, earn 25% on it and speed purchases via direct referrals, okay? So anybody that you personally refer, you're going to get 25%. So if they buy something on it, okay, you're going to get a 25% of the commission that's split out to the field, okay? If they buy Speed Pro, or Speed Pro Plus, you're going to get 25% of that purchase. Okay, so pretty straightforward right there. And then the infinity bonuses, we'll go into those, but you can earn up to 25% to infinite depth, not just on speed purchases, but also on your users, your entire, everybody underneath you in it. And it's all based on rank. Okay? I'll get back to that. I'll touch on that a little bit more. This is a hybrid marketing plan, guys. This isn't something that's typical in network marketing other than the infinity bonus, but it is a hybrid marketing plan that is absolutely optimized to put cash in your bank account. So let's walk through this time frame here. You've got 25% on referrals, so a sale is made. Anyone can earn 25% on all direct referrals of iGrow Network products. Okay, and not just initial purchases, but all recurrent purchases. So you sell a speed product. Okay, so let's say you do the Pro package. That's $100. Easy math there. Okay, so you got that $100. You make 25% of it. Okay, pretty simple. That's $25 at the time of your sale, and then $25 a month. All right, but you have these kickers that come in where you can actually earn extra bonuses. You can get up to 50%, 75%, even 100%. Okay, so how do you get the first 50%? You just rank up to manager. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a little secret here. You don't have to invite another associate at all to become a manager. Okay, so if you're focused on just building up your users on the it side of things, and you want to, tap into that e-commerce commission, you could literally do that to infinity without ever inviting another associate. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can do that here in a moment. But if you do that in your first 7 days, you can be eligible for that 2 times multiplier. So in your first week, you come in and you become a manager. You just made 50% on that sale. Okay, you want to make more, you want to make 75, that's when you need to rank up to director in your first 30 days. Okay, you get that 3 times multiplier. To become a director, you do have to invite other associates into the company because you have to have 2 managers underneath you. Okay, so this is the only one that you can make it to is manager without inviting other associates. Okay, you want to get to 100% commissions here, and this is off of the initial package sale. Okay, so this is not an ongoing residual 100%. There's no way to sustain that as a company. So if you're thinking that is an ongoing, once I hit 100%, I get 100% of everything, wouldn't that be nice? But it's not possible. It's not sustainable, and the authorities would not back that program. So that is off of the initial package sale. Okay, how do you do that? Become a senior director in your first 60 days. So this is all rank determined, guys. So rank has become extremely important here.
Hey, Ron.
But it's also because, yes, sir, go ahead.
Go back to that slide for 1 second. I just want to jump in and make sure everybody understands. The 60 days starts, well, first of all, everybody that's on this call, I think most of you, if not all of you, are already in the business, and so you're grandfathered in. What that means, if you're sitting today at the rank of director, on this past Monday, as Mike mentioned on the webinar, your clock started over. And so that means you have 60 days from Monday. That doesn't mean if you're a director, you're getting 75% of all of the associates you have existing in your, that you've personally sponsored. So maybe you have 3 associates right now. You don't earn 75% on those existing, but you're grandfathered in at the director level, and any sale you make for the next 60 days, you're going to earn 75%, and you have 60 days now to get yourself to that senior director, and anything you've sold in the past 60 days is going to earn you that 100%. So it's very important that you understand you're grandfathered in, you're starting this hybrid marketing plan at the rank you're at, and all new sales for the next 60 days, you will earn that 2, 3, or 4 times multiplier. That's important. And one other thing I did want to mention that Ron talked about, just make sure everybody understands. Before we made this improvement, I call it, to the comp plan, we had 9 generations of e-commerce. I mean, if we didn't think that was enough, we had 9. But people are still asking me, do we still have 9? We don't have 9. We have infinity. And so that means people are inviting people are inviting people. I mean, I got to say, if you've got a mature social network on Facebook, and I know many of you have 5,000, you're capped at 5,000 friends. I'm going to tell you right now, you probably have hundreds of levels of people that you're connected to. And so the infinity bonus, Ron, a lot of people can't wrap it around their head or wrap their head around it, but it's going to be one of the largest income streams we have here. And I got to say, I mean, I've seen a lot of comp plans, and I know you have too, Ron. There's not too many out there that are doing anything to infinity, are they?
No, there's, the ones that do really, really well. And to respond to your comment there, Justin, this is 90% of the money that I make is on the infinity.
Right.
And it is by far the largest. And as Justin said, you don't have those 9 generations anymore. And I actually had somebody bring that up the other day in a Skype and say, okay, so if we don't have that anymore, then where's the excitement for people? Well, you don't have 9 because you have infinity. And so somebody who, again, and that's why I brought that up, you guys could get the infinity bonus just by becoming a manager. I'm going to cover that with you here in a second and show you, but you could literally earn. Now think about this. If you don't invite another associate, but yet you get your CTSV, getting a little bit ahead of myself here, but if you get your CTSV up to $400 or 400 CTSV monthly, you could become a manager right there. Okay? Never invited another associate. What does that mean? It means there's no other managers to cut you off. You get all of that manager infinity bonus. As Justin said, it could be hundreds of levels deep, and you're going to get all of the manager infinity bonus. You could be making 5%, an additional 5% on everything underneath you, all the shopping. So it's pretty significant, and that's why I say throw out the old comp plan. Stop worrying about that. Let's look at what we have now, which is so much better. I mean, the opportunity with this comp plan is beyond anything I've ever calculated myself. I mean, I thought we had a great comp plan before. This has taken it so far beyond, guys. Infinity? You just have to believe and tap into, to that infinity bonus. Just get yourself to manager, get yourself to director, get yourself to senior director. It's not that difficult to do with what we have coming out next week. Okay? Do you want to make any more comments on this page, Justin?
Just one more comment. I just want to stress the 100%, folks. I'm telling you right now, you have to be excited about it, but let's look at how many other people are going to be excited. Being able to tell network marketers, affiliate marketers, online marketers that they have an opportunity in their first 60 days here to earn 100% of everything that they sell. That's a huge opportunity. You have to be sharing it. I mean, that's one of the highlights of our comp plan, 100% commission on your sales in your first 60 days. And the video that corporate's doing, and I know the video that Ron's going to do, is going to really show you some dollars and cents, because I think when you see those dollars and cents, it actually clicks. But I mean, that's just it's huge, man. But you're right, Ron. I think that's the biggest problem. Clear your brain. Yeah. Get rid of the old comp plan. Stop comparing it, and make it as if you just joined on Monday.
Absolutely. And, guys, there's one other thing I want to point out. These multipliers, okay, the 2, the 3, the 4 multiplier, it is what has to happen. Okay, so that first 25% is paid out, based on that package sale. But to get the multiplier, it doesn't happen until after they make their second payment. Okay, so they make a payment at the time that they join. Okay, that's where that 25% comes from. And then on the renewal date, if you have made it to manager by that renewal date, or in your first 7 days, I'm sorry, and then they hit that renewal date, then you're going to be calculated at a 2 times multiplier. But it does not happen. So let's say that you did this, you hit manager in your first 7 days, it doesn't mean that first payment going out to you is going to be 50%. Okay, the first one's going to be 25, and then after they make their second month's payment, then it triggers the 2 times multiplier. Okay, and so on and so forth. So you got your 30 days, your 60 days, and so on. So the 100% commission is spread out. Okay, so don't expect, if let's say you're a real go-getter and and you pulled off a miracle and you became senior director in your first 7 days. It doesn't mean you're getting 100% of those commissions on that next payment. Okay, there is activity that your prospect or your new associate or your new member has to do in order to trigger those multipliers, which is they have to make their payments. Okay, so hopefully that was clear. Justin, thanks for covering that grandfathered portion too. I forgot to cover that, and that is extremely valuable because, I mean, somebody might be sitting at director right now and they're sitting on a 3 times multiplier for anybody that they bring in the next 7 days. That should be a motivator, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, a major motivator. If you're missing that right there, whatever you do in the next 7 days, look at your rank and you can see what you're going to receive on that. Okay.
And let me jump in one more thing, not to beat a dead horse, but I just want to make sure everybody's clear. There's no I've been getting a lot of questions on this. There's no like, hey, if I don't make manager in 7 days, I lose out. There's no, if I don't make director in 1 month, I lose out. Folks, this is a roadmap. This is not an absolute. You have 7 days, and if you don't make it, you miss. This is a roadmap. This is to guide your new people. This is to give them something to shoot for. And so if they don't make manager in the first 7 days, well, one of the things we don't have on this slide, Ron, is that the improvement they made on Monday, which was if you do have 100 CTSV, you get an extra 7 days, but I'm going to not even put that in. If you go 14 days or you go 21 days and then you reach manager, the system is going to retro back all of your sales and give you the 50%. I want you all to think about this as a roadmap. You're giving your new person guidance. You're showing them some stepping stones, some accolades to get to in their first 60 days that's going to help them build that team. These are not absolutes. Please understand that. Once the 60 days comes, the comp plan, the accelerators just go away. Everything else stays the same. You're still receiving your 25% on all of your personal referrals, speed sales, and it shopping, and then all of your infinity bonus if you are manager, director, senior director, or executive. So the 60 days is just a roadmap. You want to bring your new people in and you want to get them hit the ground running.
Absolutely. And Justin, that 7-day extender, I remember last week it was Lawrence, Mike, and I and Gene. We were standing in the kitchen at the corporate housing, and I asked the question, so what happens if somebody doesn't hit their 2 but they get 1, and then that just started a whirlwind of conversation that because we want to really, corporate wants to pay this money out to you guys. They want to see you guys work your way up through the ranks and make as much as possible. And so we sat there and hashed it out, and Mike finally said, okay, fine, if they hit 1 instead of 2 and they don't get their their manager status, and I'm talking about Pro Speed Pro. Okay, that's a $100 package, which is 100 CTSV. He said, if they hit 1, then we'll give them 1 more week extension. And so, it just shows the generosity of corporate guys. He didn't have to do that. Right. When you set a promotion in place, you always have your, those who don't hit it, and that's called breakage, and that's okay, because you put the parameters out there, but I watched him go back on what he was even had structured and said, no, let's make it even better then. And it was a really fun week, guys. It was very productive, and it was like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and we're hashing that out. That's why it kind of stood out in my mind. But absolutely, let's go on here. Infinity bonus, guys. Remember, you can hit manager. That's this rank right here. If you didn't have any other associates under you, you'd pick up this entire 5%. On the on any sales happening underneath you, whether it be it or whatever. Okay, so you could pick up that entire 5%. And so basically the way that the Infinity works, and you guys probably know this by now, but let's say there's a sale here. Well, the system's going to look for that first manager. So let's say this is unranked, unranked, unranked. Okay, so they haven't made a rank yet, and then this is that first manager. Well, they're going to pick up that 2%. Okay, right there at the top. They're going to pick up that 2%. Then it's going to look, you've got 3 more manager bonuses it has to pay out, so then it's going to look for the next manager. and you got, let's say, unranked and unranked, or it could be, you know, directors or whatever. It's going to pass them over. It's looking for a manager. Boom, it hits right here. There's a manager, pays out that, and it continues on until it pays out all 4 bonuses. Okay? And then it's going to do the same thing with the director, the senior director, executive, and the senior executive. Now, one of the things I want to point out is, what if you're a senior director and you don't have any managers or directors underneath you? You could literally, guys, pick up this entire block of commissions. Okay, so how would that happen? Let's talk about that for a second, because it's really important to build wide in these programs. Okay, and what I mean by wide is more personals. So if you're working with the team right now and you've made it to senior director, well, what you need to do is you need to break more legs. Okay, you need to bring more personals on. And what happens then is that current leg, you might have somebody underneath you that, let's say you've got another senior director underneath you. Well, they're going to pick up that 2% right there. You're going to get the 1, they're going to get 1, and you're going to get 1. So you'll get 2% and they get 3. All right? But what if you broke a new leg that didn't have anybody? That's when you're going to pick up this entire block of commissions. What is that? 15% of every single sale on a new leg. So do you see the motivator to make rank and continue to bring on new personals? I mean, literally, guys, you can make a ton of money on a brand new leg after you've made some rank there. So that's how you take advantage of this infinity bonus. There's always, you know, rules that you got to play by and ways to take advantage of them. That's what you need to do. Build up your rank and then break more legs. It's really a simple concept. Justin, do you want to say anything about the infinity? I mean, it's pretty straightforward, I think. But
no, that's it, man. You hit it on the head.
Okay. It's probably because it's my favorite one.
Like you said, it pays 90% of your income right now.
Absolutely. Okay, so customer. What is a customer? A customer is defined as someone who has joined it or iGrowSpeed. Okay, so you guys need to understand these terms. They're very important, especially for compliance reasons and things. You need to know what your customers are and how they're classified. Okay, so anybody coming into it is a customer. Anybody coming into iGrow is a customer because they have products that they can purchase. Okay, how do you get CTSV? On the it side of things, let's say that you had $1,000 combined sales. It doesn't have to be, you know, in one sale or whatever. But let's say at the end of the month you got $1,000 worth of sales, and let's say that's an estimated $100 commission. Okay, so about total of, you know, anyways, your portion. Let's say it was $100. That would be, I'm sorry, no, the total commission, not your portion. The total commission is $100. We're estimating, obviously. That would be 100 CTSV, customer team sales volume. Okay? Now, to make manager, you need 400 in CTSV and 5 customers. It doesn't say you need an associate. I just talked to Mike about this yesterday just to make sure I was correct in all this. Okay? You do not need other associates to make manager. Why do I keep pressing on that? Because that should be your minimum goal, is to make manager. If you're focused on, you know, building out your social network and you want to, you know, really capitalize, your minimum goal should be to hit manager. 400 CTSV, okay, and at least 5 customers. Now on the iGrow side, they used Pro Plus as an example in this one. So $150 sale. Guys, it's really simple. Each dollar in commission, or I should say over here, each dollar in commission is equal to 1 CTSV. Over here, each dollar on the package size is equal to 1 CTSV. All right, so obviously a $50 speed package is 50 CTSV. A $100 Pro package is 100 CTSV, and then the Pro Plus is 150. So it wouldn't take very many Pro Plus or even Pros to start moving up these ranks. I mean, the CTSV is extremely low if you think about the you know, the team building aspect of it. It really doesn't take that much. Director, I said that was the first one that you needed to invite other associates, and that's because you need 2 managers to make director. Okay, managers, again, 400 CTSV and 5 customers. Not real difficult. Customers, coming back up here, see, I mean, it just plays all together. It could be people invited to it, or it could be packages that were sold in iGrowSpeed. Okay, so it's a combination of all of this. And then senior director, 5,000 in CTSV. Okay, it might sound like a lot, but it is customer team sales volume. You do not have to do all of this yourself. All right, so if you sold pro packages, it'd be about 50 pro packages in your total organization. And I'm going to start encouraging everybody to move up to at least pro here over the next few weeks, because we are working on an AR series, autoresponder series, that is going to help you guys. And if you're pro and above, we can share those ARs with you. Okay, so there's going to be reasons that you want to move up, but there's also going to be money available to help you do that, and I'm going to show you as we get more into it. Now, I put this on here. We're in a training. I didn't necessarily have to put it in here for our training, but the reason I put the income disclosure statement, or the IDS, the reason I put that on here, guys, is I want you to understand the importance of it. Anytime you're sitting, especially in a public setting, you need this. All right? All the hard work and effort that you guys are going through, that we're going through, that corporate's going through, could be absolutely squashed if you go in a public setting without an IDS and you start giving income examples and things. Okay? You need the income disclosure statement to protect yourself as well as the company. And the company is actually liable for everything that's said in the field. There have been companies sued and shut down for what's said in the field. So disclosure, 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 guys. Have to do it. It's for the longevity. I'm not here playing games. Justin's not here playing games. None of the leaders are here to play games, and you're not wasting your evening today to listen to us because you just want to, play games. You're here to build a business and make money, point blank. Okay? You want to help people make money. You can only do that as long as we protect the company and keep it around. So disclosure, disclosure, disclosure. Include this in every one of your presentations, please. 2 times earnings. Let's go through this. I'll recap it at the end. Again, make manager in 7 days. As Justin stated, I do not actually have the updated slide that says if you get 100 CTSV that you'll get a 7-day extension, but we know that. Keep that in the back of your head. Okay. So you got manager. It's really simple to do. Here's a breakdown of what you could do. Refer 2 people to the social network and refer 3 Pro Plus packages. Guys, at that point, you're a manager. Okay. And if you did it in 7 days, you got that multiplier, that 2 times multiplier for 50% commission. And if you look over here, if you do the Pro Plus times 3, 450, that's $225 in your pocket. All right. So at that point, if you had $225 in your pocket, would make sense to go ahead and step up to a Pro package or above for yourself and plug into some of the things that we're putting together. Justin, I'm sorry, did you have any comments on any of that?
No, sir.
Okay. 3 times multiplier, guys. Do this in 30 days. You become a director. You can earn a 75. This is your 3 times multiplier, so 75% commission. We're going to come to this here in a second. It's very simple. Okay, refer a few friends to the social network. Help 2 of those friends achieve manager status. Okay, so what do they need? 400 CTSV and 5 people. 5 customers, okay? Not real hard to do there. And then, refer 3 more friends to iGrowSpeed Plus, okay? Because you've got that CTSV that you have to hit. So this is the easiest way, and that's what corporate has done here, is calculated the easiest way for you guys to make this rank, okay? So 3 Pro Plus, help a couple of people to become managers, and refer a few more friends to that social network. All right, not difficult to do. Now the Founder 3000, I want to clear this up. Okay, Justin talked about it a little bit earlier. I want to make sure, because I've had a lot of questions on this, guys. Nothing has changed with the Founder 3000. Okay, you get an equal share of the viral installs, and you get double e-commerce commissions. What has changed is the e-commerce commissions, but Founder 3000 has not changed. Okay, remember, on the e-commerce commissions, Founder 3000 gets double the e-commerce commissions. The e-commerce commissions now can go to what? Infinity. Guys, the Founder 3000 just got a lot more valuable if you understand what I just said there. Okay, so absolutely, instead of just being able to override your 9th generation, you just doubled everything up to infinity. So, but the actual Founder 3000 structure has not changed. It's the e-commerce commissions that did. So hopefully that's clear. I don't know if you're getting questions in the background or not, Justin, but Guys, if you have any questions, all I want to encourage you again, please put them in your chat box right there, and Justin can be answering those questions for you guys. Almost done with the comp plan training here. Let's see. Okay, so 4 times earnings. That's the 100% commission. Do it in 60 days. Become a senior director. What is the easiest path to do that? Refer a couple more friends to the social network. Okay, right here. Help 3 of those become directors. Okay, well, you already helped 2 people become managers, so that's your low-hanging fruit. Okay, you're probably going to want to help them become directors, and then find 1 more person, your shining star, that you want to, help become a director as well. Okay, refer 4 more friends to iGrow Speed Plus, Pro Plus. Excuse me. I'm sorry. And this is your easiest path, guys. Hopefully you're screenshotting this, because this is the easiest path to get to senior director. Now, as Justin said, if you guys don't do it in 60 days, what if you just made director in 60 days? You got all pumped up and motivated, and you hit director, and you came just short of senior director. Did you really lose anything? I mean, think about what your income would do if you guys got totally turned on and motivated, and you went hard charging. You come up a little bit short of your goal. Okay, so maybe you missed that 100% commission, but you almost hit senior director in 60 days. But that following month, you follow through and you actually hit it. Maybe you hit it in 90 days. Where are you at now? What kind of money are you making with this now? What's your why? Did this just help accomplish some of your why? Look at this, guys. Let's come over here and do this math. This math right here totals up to $1,725. Could you use that, extra cash in your pocket? And then the monthly residual that comes off of all this? The infinity bonuses that are going to be dumping into your bank account every single month? You didn't lose anything, guys. This is absolutely 100% a killer comp plan. Here's a quick recap. Actually, Justin, this might have what you were talking about too. Get up to 100% commission on all new sales. Act now before your time runs out. Okay, so again, manager is your 2 times multiplier. 7 days, ends at midnight on the 16th. Managers only, 100 CTSV, get the 7-day extension. Okay, so that is what Justin was talking about. Where did I get this? If you guys haven't been in your back office lately, please do so. There are some very nice pop-ups that Steve has designed for us, and very effective. I mean, look at this sheet, the way that it's laid out. Just took several of those slides, combined them into one, and made it very, very simple. Okay, again, it's not a difficult comp plan, guys. It's really not. And here's your math right here. 25%, you get your multiplier, it's 50. Okay, 25, get your multiplier, it's 75. To get to director, that ends at midnight on December 9th. And senior director. Now, if you miss director, okay, I want to make this clear as well. Let's say you hit manager on time, and then you miss the director, okay? But you hit senior director by your 60 days. It's retroactive, guys. You'll still get that senior director multiplier. You just missed that director one in the middle. Okay, so you could still hit the 100% by hitting senior director in 60 days. You could miss the manager deadline and the director deadline. Get a couple of really good people going, and you start building your team, and all of a sudden within 60 days you hit senior director, you pick all that up. Okay? So lots of leeway on this. New associates, your multiplier countdown clock starts from your date of sign up, 7 days to reach manager. 3 1-week extension available for 100 CTSV earned each week. 30 days to reach director, 60 days to reach senior director. So again, that's in your back office. Check it out. Let's get into November 16th. What is this date all about? That's the target date for the full sales funnel launch. Guys, if you have not worked with the sales funnel before, if you were not here a year ago, year and a half ago when I kicked off the first sales funnel, you want to see duplication happen in your group. You want to see people ripping money out of their pocket so they can buy leads and dump it through their funnels to get the end result they're looking for. This is where things get exciting. Okay, so if you've been in a little bit of a lull lately and not sure who to talk to, okay, get ready for next week. Now, what I do want to point out is the 16th is a tentative date, but it does look like corporate is on track to hit that. Okay, myself, Roy, Bud, we worked extremely hard while we were over there on some of this, and I'm still working on some of the AR series for corporate. I need to have those turned in before Friday so they can be ready for next week's launch. That's the autoresponders that'll be dripping on your guys' prospects. So this is going to include all new videos, including the comp plan video. Okay, I believe that's being shot from Gene Lai, which is one of the leaders out in the Asian market. Okay, no, he's not part of iGrowGlobal team, but he's a great guy, so we won't fault him for that. Number 2 is new capture pages, guys. You're going to have some really good content on the capture pages, very dynamic pages. Those capture pages are going to then dump into the sales funnel that's going to do all the telling and selling for you guys. Okay? The storyline of these videos, the capture page, the funnel, it all plays together. It grabs your emotion. I mean, what do people buy off of? They buy off of emotion. And, man, I mean, we stood around with the Intuitive Technology team and watched this. The video, as it was a raw version of it. We were standing there with Austin, the videographer, and it was amazing. I mean, it was first take. It was his voice. We didn't even have the voiceover on it yet, and we were all in awe. I mean, it just literally, in a very short amount of time, grabbed our attention, and we wanted more. And that's all you need an LCP or a VCP to do, is just grab the attention of your prospect and have them go, wow, I need to see more. I better plug in my name and email. And then what happens at that point? They dump into the sales funnel that continues on with that story, that continues doing the telling and selling for you guys. I mean, you want to leverage your time and your energy. There's no better way to do that than through a well-thought-out designed sales funnel that they are bringing forward next week. Again, the target date on that is November 16th. I believe they're on track to hit that. And, if they're a day or two off, it is what it is, but they're on it, guys. I mean, that's why Mike isn't here tonight, and I mean, they're just full guns blazing. 4, new AR series with more call to action. I'm using similar autoresponders that I've used in past sales funnels, and well, Gene's response was, "Oh my gosh, we need that," because he heard me reading one of them to Lawrence, and he came over and said, "Can I get a copy of that?" And I said, actually, that is what corporate is looking at using for all the ARs on this. And I read him a few more, and his jaw dropped. So, guys, Justin, you know what? I don't need to talk for this. Justin, you were around when we had that previous sales funnel. What kind of results did you get with that sales funnel? Was it worth putting together?
I knew you were going to call me out.
I had to, brother.
I was telling Ron the other day, I joined iGrow Network. I joined the company back in August. Actually, I joined before we had put iGrow Network together. But when iGrow Network got formed, I think it was in November, right, Ron?
It was. He's talking August 2014 too. And yeah, it was November 2nd is when we incorporated.
Yeah, August 2014. So November 2014, iGrow Network got put together. We got the OM, the video we have now, and a full sales funnel. And I remember the first one I got, man. I got an email, and it notified me that, and she's still with me today, Robin. I got an email that Robin took the tour. I was out with my wife. About 15 minutes later, my phone went off, and I got an email that Robin became an affiliate. And an hour later, I got an email that Robin upgraded to an associate. Folks, I had never talked to Robin because she was in the sales funnel. And that happened in November twice, and again in December. And so I had 3 people sign up into the business that I didn't even have to talk about. Folks, we are getting back to that level with what Ron is talking about here. And you want to see conversions, all you're going to have to do is share your links all over the world, and it's going to happen. Like Ron said, people are going to be whipping out their wallets to sign up because of the way we explain it and break it down, man. It was an amazing, amazing day, Ron.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've tested this with other individuals as well. And I had one guy that in less than 2 weeks had 12 signups and never talked to a single one until after they joined.
Yep.
Guys, this is content that it encourages action. If they don't sign up the first time they see the sales funnel, they start getting those drip ARs. It's just getting them out of their seat and making them As Justin said, pull that wallet out and go, I got to have this. It's a no-brainer. They need to do it. So absolutely, I mean, it's strong. Guys, I can't encourage you enough. Do not miss Monday night's Jumpstart webinar. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. We have more here in our webinar tonight, but do not miss Monday night's Jumpstart webinar. Mike is going to be talking about more details of what's coming out, and I'm hoping he does a full run-through of the sales funnel and everything for you guys on that call. But so again, it's tentative date November 16th, but it's looking extremely solid right now. This will create duplication on your guys' team like nothing you've ever seen before. So, we always say plug in, plug in, plug in. That's creating habits for when we roll stuff like this out. I mean, absolutely, guys. And a lot of you are going to be wanting to get leads and things like that to, dump into that funnel and stuff. Well, guys, let me explain where corporate's going to come into play there as well. This is something I was not going to talk about on this call, but I decided I want to disclose this to you guys. I want to let you know what myself and some of the other leaders are doing. We have reached into our downline and pulled some individuals forward as well. Now, if you're on this call here tonight and by the time I get to the end of this page, you're like, I got to get involved with it, okay, you're going to need to find your way upline to one of the leaders and let them know you want to get involved. You can PM them, personal message them through the Skype room or something. You need to be be aggressive about it. Let us know because we're looking, okay, for select individuals for this test. We've already selected, like I say, a handful of them. But here's what's going to happen. Corporate is going to generate opt-ins, not leads, okay, not just leads, guys, that you're handed and then you got to figure out what to do with them. Corporate is going to drive traffic to your lead capture page that dumps into your funnel, okay? We call those opt-ins. They're going straight to your lead capture page. So what's basically going to happen is like a co-op where a corporate does the marketing and then it drives the leads to your funnel, okay, to your LCP and dumps into your funnel from there. Leads are going to be around $1, okay? Mike dropped that number the other day. I probably shouldn't have even put it on here. There is a charge for these leads. It costs corporate money to generate these. Therefore, they pass that cost along. That cost is not 100% set yet. Okay, it might end up being $1.50. I don't know. $1 seemed to Mike to be about where it should be, but until next week, we don't know for sure. Should be close to $1. After here's the process. After the prospects opt in, okay, then and they've gone through the funnel, you're going to get an email saying, hey, you just got an opt-in. You need to contact them. Okay, that's where the associate is going to follow up, and then your only job at that point, for those of you that get involved in this, your only job would be to drive them to the Blueprint webinar. Okay, that's it. Just drive them to the Tuesday or Thursday Blueprint webinar, and you're going to do it. We have a script being put together. Mike's actually putting it together. Him and I went over it yesterday, and it's very upbeat. It's just, man, you will not believe. The response that we're getting off of this. Well, you saw the funnel. I just want to encourage you. We have a Blueprint webinar, at Tuesday and Thursday, and I'd love you to go to the next available one. Can you jump on that webinar tonight? Let's say it's Thursday or something. Can you jump on that tonight? Can you do that, at 6 o'clock? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow up with you after because I know you're going to be so excited. You're going to want to get involved in the same program that you just came in through. Okay, because this lead program is going to expand, but it's very quick, to the point. You guys could be literally introduce yourself and off that call in 3 to 5 minutes. Your only job is to drive them to a Blueprint webinar. After the webinar, the associate follows up to sign them up. Okay, you're going to follow up. Great, man. What did you think of that webinar? I wasn't kidding, was I? This stuff is hot. This is the greatest thing out there. It's cutting edge, and I'm sure you had the same response that I did when I went through this. Absolutely blew me away. What was your favorite part? Okay, again, Mike's going to come up with some scripting for you guys, or for those that are going to be involved in this first round, and then we'll teach the rest of you. But anyway, so you're going to follow up, you're going to sign them up. Okay, we're testing this system because our team is working with corporate on this to basically expand this to the point where we can generate enough leads to provide for all you guys. Okay, so whoever wants to, in the future buy leads. Again, we are only taking, I'm going to show you right here. If you're somebody who's sitting there right now going, ooh, I got to get involved in this, okay, here's what we're looking for. Thorough knowledge of iGrow Network, the iGrow Network comp plan, and the social network. A thorough knowledge. You need to be knowledgeable enough that you can answer any of their questions. Cannot be afraid to pick up the phone. Okay? So here's what will happen. If you guys say, oh, I got to be involved, I can do all of this, and then you don't follow up with these leads, you're going to be removed from the program. We're not messing around. We're not playing around with this. We are looking for proven results on this test. Okay? So can't be afraid to pick up the phone. You must be diligent about your follow-up. Okay? So that initial follow-up, and then after the webinar, you got to follow up again. You are going to have to commit some time to this if you're saying, this is me, I need to be involved. Number 4, you must attend a special corporate training on the Blitz. Mike's going to go over this at the beginning of the week. We need the funnel in place first. It's key. Okay? That's why, I'm so confident they're on track with all that. And then once the funnel's in place, and we can make all of this happen, but you have to go through a special training that Mike is going to be providing. And you must be in love with iGrow Network and the vision. You can't waver. Okay? So if you're on the phone with somebody and they just went through it and they're like, wow, that wasn't too bad. Hey, by the way, I'm part of Jeunesse. Have you heard of that? It's the best thing ever. Let me tell you about it. Okay? You can't waver. You have to be confident. You have to be in love with your company, with your program. You have to know everything there is to know about it as much as possible to answer the questions. But you have to have conviction. That's why I say we're looking for an elite group. We're looking for very special individuals here. This lead opt-in program, as I said earlier, it will expand quickly. Okay, corporate. Once we dial all this in, we'll have the ability. We have on staff some of the best traffic generators in the world. I mean, one of our individuals over there, I'm not going to give you any names, but he was generating, okay, over $50 million a year in personal income doing this. Traffic generating. So, I mean, that's pretty significant, guys. All right, $50 million a year in gross income. So, do you think he knows what he's doing? Absolutely. And we have the ability to tap into all that. So this is what myself and Justin and some of the other leaders are getting involved in next week. You guys will start to hear more and more about it. Again, if you don't fit this, I'm not playing. Okay, I got to be as serious as possible here because I've been asked to be very strict on who we select. If you're sitting there going, I'd like to get involved, if you can't check off all 5 of these things here, do not send us a message. Get your knowledge, get yourself ready for when the program expands, because you will have the opportunity to participate. It just won't be in this first round. But if you're somebody who is a leader, who's a go-getter, who is aggressive and wants to be part of this, then we do want to hear from you. Okay, but when you're talking to one of the leaders and they ask you questions about the program, you need to be able to answer them. Okay, so you're going to be screened. We need to make sure, because we're looking for great results on this. All right, Justin, do you want to add anything to this?
To the Blitz? No, I mean, you got to be sold out for iGrow Network if you're going to get on the phone. And like Ron said, if you're sitting there right now and you think that's you, contact your upline and we'll get you plugged in.
Again, guys, I wasn't going to have this on this call, but I like to be transparent with the team. Okay, I like to let you guys know what we're working on with corporate and the exciting things that are coming down. So I don't want to sound over aggressive. I just want you guys to understand that this is important, that we get great results on this. So moving forward, that's going to set the lead cost. That's going to set the entire program in motion. Is what we're doing right now with corporate. So this is massive right here, to be able to have a sales funnel with traffic all in one spot where you can buy your traffic, dump it into your funnel. I mean, my gosh, you want duplication? And I want this team, iGrowGlobal, to continue to be the most dominant team in the company. And the fact that we get to test this program first, guys, I mean, we're in front of everybody else right there. So we'll let you know the results as we move forward on this. But absolutely a gold mine right here. What should you do now? You guys should take action tonight. Okay? If you haven't written your why down, if you don't have, a list of people that you want to talk to, you haven't shared your links, you haven't even set up your speed account, get that done. Take action. Stop talking about it and get it done, because things are coming at you really, really quick. Okay, the momentum is picking up again, and the excitement is through the roof, and do not get left behind. If you've been procrastinating getting your stuff done, don't wait till next week to do it. Do it tonight, do it tomorrow, do it this weekend, but get it done before next week, because next week is action week. All right? Lead by example. Okay, what are you going to do? You're going to check with your downline and make sure that they're all doing, their action steps, that they're getting all their stuff set up and getting ready to really explode. All right? Plug into the iGrowGlobal team support system. These calls, I know I said a half an hour, and I didn't want to go an hour, and here we're at an hour again. But guys, I like to think that we bring a lot of value to you guys, that these trainings help you guys in your business. Again, I've said it before, myself, Justin, the other leaders that are here, we donate our time to you guys so we can develop leaders. All right? When we pour into you guys and you take notes and you're learning and going through that course, you could be the best employee at your job, but it doesn't mean that when you come into this business, you know exactly what to do. Okay? There's that learning curve. If you went to college and you learned your trade and everything, that's what this is. You are basically in the iGrowGlobal team college right now, learning to become a leader and how to develop other leaders and support people. Things that aren't part of a lot of people's day-to-day lives. But I tell you what, your day-to-day life improves a lot when you get this figured out. You can start setting your own schedule, working from wherever you want to work, doing what you want to do on your timeline. Okay? That's what this industry was created for, and that's what we have the ability to do now more than ever with the funnel and the leads and all these great things coming forward. You guys can grab a hold of your destiny and create a legacy for future generations. Take advantage of what's coming forward next week. 5, use the tools and marketing that corporate provides to generate new prospects each day. Now, those tools, as we've talked about, they're getting better and better. Use it to hang out, have fun, save money, then go and share your story. Okay? If you're not using it, if you're not on there and doing posts and quality posts, just get in there and play around. Get in there and hang out and chat and have fun. Use some of the different emotions and things that we have on there. It's really fun. Okay, so get in there and do something with it, and then it's so much easier when you're talking to somebody to share that story. Hey, I was hanging out, I decided to do some shopping, and I saved some great money. You guys should check it out. Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming. Okay, big time of the year. I know in network marketing, the holiday seasons are typically slow. Not here. Not with this, guys, because we have a shopping aspect. I'm hoping that everybody on this team is planning on buying something through the social network, some of your Christmas gifts. Okay? Family members, buy it through the social network, have it shipped to them. I mean, it's so easy. You don't even have to leave your house. And then you get to save a bunch of money too. But take action today. Don't procrastinate. All right? Get moving forward and do it quickly. And then plug everybody into the same system. And guys, I can't stress enough how exciting it's going to be starting next week, moving forward, and the activities on this team, the momentum, we're going to get busier and busier. It's going to be harder to get a hold of the leaders because we have so many things that we want to get developed for you guys and stuff. But we are here to support you guys, and it's so important that you plug into our team resources. Okay, I know that Justin and Will and Melvin and I lose track of who all. I think Ken. They're all posting on the Facebook team pages and stuff. Keeping everybody updated. So if you're not going to the Facebook page, you really should be. The YouTube channel. That's where we put all these videos and stuff. And make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel because each time that we put a new video in there, you'll be notified of that. When the new website comes out, we'll have our tutorial library, our training library, all that type of stuff, and all the trainings will go in there. But for now, guys, until that's simplified with the website, plug into these resources. We do have a team website. If you haven't ever gone to it, it's iGrowGlobalTeam.com. We're going to keep that same domain when the new site launches, and then that's part of that site is password protected. It's Global Team 1. Okay. When the new site rolls out, we'll probably keep that password, but the entire site will be password protected at that time. What I don't have on here is the blueprint webinars, but you can find all of that in your back office. You can also find the weekly Monday Night Jumpstart webinar recordings in your back office. So I had somebody reach out to me earlier today, and they wanted me to give them a full run-through of the new comp plan and all the changes happening. And I didn't have time. I just said, listen, go to your back office, and it's at the top of your back office. Take the time, and don't be afraid to tell your downline the same thing, okay? It is not your responsibility to sit there with somebody for an hour or 2 hours, bringing them up to speed on something that we've already done on a webinar that they can go and watch a recording on. You don't have to do that. Your time is valuable, okay? You need to treat your time valuably, because when you're spending that time updating somebody because they didn't come to one of these webinars, probably not the best use of your time. You should be prospecting. Let them go watch a recording. Lead them to the well, but you can't make them drink. But tell them where the well is, okay? And then encourage them to go and watch it. If they won't take the step to watch a webinar on their own, probably not the person you want to be working with, because they're just going to continue to suck up your time. Is that harsh? It probably is. But that's reality in this industry, okay? So you have to value your time, because other people will not value it as much as you do.
Hey,
okay?
Ron.
So make sure. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Justin.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I wanted to catch you on a break there. Can you go back one screen? Roy needs to grab a screenshot. Maybe go through the what you do now.
Sure.
And then while you're doing that, you mind if I interject on the article?
All you want.
With you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So folks, I want you to understand something. This business we're in right now, this is new. Nobody's ever done this before. Not like these guys. Social and shopping, converging online shopping, travel, and social media. And I hear people talking about Shopping Sherlock and listen, there's 1,000 shopping apps out there. But guess what? None of them ever gone viral. What we have is the secret sauce. It's the social media aspect. And for all of those people that say, I got enough social media, we've got the shopping aspect. What we're doing is we're sitting on a Facebook meets Amazon. Nobody has ever done this before. It takes, folks, listen to me, it takes 22,000 vision. It takes vision right now to be able to see around corners. That is supernatural entrepreneurial vision, okay? Don't lose confidence in what we're doing here. I just shared an article on the Skype room and in some of the Facebook groups, guys. Alibaba was created in 1999, over 10 years ago. And today, they broke a record. 24 hours, their sales crushed $12 billion in their shopping network. They are basically Amazon for China. $12 billion in revenue collected in one day today. 10 years. They've been out for more than 10 years. What we have, what we are sitting on, my friends, is a gold mine. You have to be patient. We have a social network. We have a saving, shopping, social travel app that is going to go viral. If you're here today and you're a founder, there's no way that you should lose focus. If you're here today and you're not a founder, well, guess what? They now open that back up. So your mission in life right now should be to become a director, and it should be to invite as many people you know and don't know to the social network. But remember, when we go viral, the founders are going to receive an equal share of that. $12 billion. Amazon reported the beginning of this year they expect to grow 80% in the next 12 months. They don't even have a storefront. What we have is the convergence of everything coming together, where people are going to be able to log in, do all of their social network activity, and shop from our app. It's going to be a household name. You are in the right place at the right time with the right company, the right leadership, and I'll take it one further. You're sitting on the right team, iGrowGlobal. And so I just wanted to drive that point home, Ron. $12 billion, Ron.
In one day, man. That is incredible. I cannot wait until iGrowGlobal and it starts approaching. And guys, if you're sitting there going, oh, I don't know if that could happen, social network, as Justin has said, has never been done before. And we are poised for that, for amazing international traffic, guys. An entire shopping portal right there that you guys could be tapping into. You need to understand the magnitude of what you're involved in. It's mind-blowing. So, Justin, thanks for sharing that, man. In my busy day today, I actually missed that. When you mentioned it before this webinar, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's just incredible. I knew that Alibaba was, blowing up and $12 billion in a day.
And I forgot to add, Ron, they're on our social network. You can shop Alibaba from Life on It.
There you go. There you go. So we can contribute to those numbers.
That's right.
Real quick here, guys, and I should just close with what Justin just said. That was incredible. But let's do this real quick. How do you make iGrowGlobal team your team name? All right. First off, why is that important? Well, because we are the most dominant team in the whole company, and we want to continue to show that we are. We want to own the leaderboards. We want to have, basically people drawn to this team, okay? Because there's power in the masses. So how do you do it? Well, when you go in your back office, you'll see your, hello, your name right up here. You're going to click the drop down. This is going to come up. You're going to click on My Account, and then you're going to scroll to the bottom of the page. Okay, and at the bottom of the page, you're going to see team name. Put iGrowGlobal, no space, so it's lowercase I, capital G, and then ROW, capital G. Okay, no space in there. Now, what a lot of other teams are doing around the world right now is they'll do like a hyphen NZ for New Zealand, or whatever, AU, whatever you guys want to put in there, or just put iGrowGlobal if you want. Okay, and then you hit save. So really important that you guys use that as your team name. Justin, it's just, I'm still just numb about that $12 billion a day, and it just, it puts in perspective what we have our hands on, and really where we're heading as a company. Will we hit $12 billion in a day? Who knows? But do we need to? No. A fraction of that is going to make a lot of people very, very wealthy.
And the point, I think, Ron, is that we're going to be around. This is a company, Intuitive Technologies, Lawrence Sowell, that team is growing by leaps and bounds. This is a social network that is going to be around. It's going to attract hundreds of millions, if not billions of users, and everyone sitting on this call and everyone listening to this recording, you're on the ground floor. And so I didn't get involved in this business to make, 6 figures a month my first year. Is it possible? I believe so with this comp plan, but that wasn't my goal. I mean, this is a legacy program. This is a retirement plan. Just imagine. I used one example. Social Instagram right now. Just think about Instagram. They have 300 million users. 300 million users. When we get, not if, folks. When we get to that maturity level of a social network, 300 million users, if they're all viral, guess what? You're a founder. That puts 100,000 on your first generation. 100,000. And guess what? You're getting 25%, 50 because you're a founder off of everything they purchase, 50% of every affiliate commission. The long-term possibilities just keep me up at night. Now I'm talking, I probably won't sleep tonight, but you're here for the long run. You are on the ground floor of something that is going to go down in history as one of the greatest technologies ever brought to mankind, I think.
Absolutely. Well, with that, let's wrap the webinar up. Justin, I want to thank you for co-hosting here tonight. Roy, Bud, Arnie, Melvin, Mel, wow, Derek, the list just goes on and on. If I'm forgetting you guys, I apologize. Ken, I don't want to forget you, but you guys are just doing such an amazing job out there. Rocco and Valerie, and just you guys have such great leaders on this team. I thank God every day for being part of this team, and the opportunity to work with these individuals and the amount of talent that they have. And so, guys, plug in, reach out to your leaders, get to know who they are. Let's start developing some relationships. We're almost at the end of 2015. I don't want to go too far in the future, but man, I've got a glimpse, Justin's had a glimpse of what's coming. I know Roy and Bud did too at corporate last week, of what's coming in 2016. And let's finish this year strong and be ready for the year of your life. I mean, it is absolutely going to blow you away what's coming. But even next week, guys, we can capitalize on that and literally put a ton of money in your pocket between now and Christmas. So thank you so much for being here with us tonight, and happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. Thank you for serving, and with that, this webinar is a wrap.